Hi and welcome to another Nano video. So today we are going to take a look at Nault, the cryptocurrency wallet for Nano. And we are going to look at everything in the wallet today and see what we can find out. I don't have any script to follow, so it will be some improvising here, but well, let's get started. First of all, we need a wallet. So it says up here, configure wallet, and we can press here or we can press this button. And we can select new wallet or we can use the Nano S, the hardware wallet, or we can import an existing seed or a mnemonic. We also have some more options, file import or private key. But right now we will create a new wallet. First we need to select the password here. Let's do that. And it will also say here if it's a good password or not. And this is a terrible password, so it will be red. But we don't care about that right now. Press next. And then it will display the nano seed. That's the most important thing we need. So we should save that if this was a real wallet. We could copy it here, or we could also copy this one. It doesn't matter which one we use, so that's up to you. But right now I don't care about this, or maybe I should. Let's save it somewhere. I can save it here actually. We have this memo field here. Let's do that. Maybe we need it later. Yes, I have saved it. And create wallet. So now we have that set up. We can view accounts. This is the first account in the wallet. And if we need more accounts, we can add them with this button here. So for example, we want to have 2 different accounts. And to get some funds in here that we can play around with, I wanted to test this new Nano drop that came out today actually. We can see if that works. So we can copy this account here. We can also click on it to go to the detail page where we have this QR code. We can scan that with a mobile wallet, for example, to send funds. But let's just copy this for now and paste it here. And yes, you just have to click there. Okay, there we go. Instant transactions. So now we have, go back to accounts. We can see we have this 0.0002 nano. Over here, we also have it over here. And we can select which account we want to look at here. We have 2 accounts. Or we can display total balance if we have 2 accounts, for example. So yeah, let's do that. Let's make a send transaction. So we can send from one of our accounts and to some account here. Now I want to transfer between my own accounts, so I can select that instead. It's easier to do. So send from here to here, and we can send, let's send half. And then we can verify this one more time before we confirm. And we see also down here it's sent and it's received. So it automatically received each transaction. Now we can see we have a little bit of nano in each. And the total balance will still be the same. We can see also individually over here. And for example, if we want to use this account number 1 as our main account, And next time we go to the send screen, that will be the one that is pre-selected. So if you select the other one, count 0, it will also change here. So it makes it easier to know which account we use as the current one. Okay, so that is send between accounts. We can try to send to another account. We can, yeah, let's create another wallet here. Play around. And while we do that, we can actually test this key pair generator from advanced tools. That's another way to create a wallet. We can, yeah, it will just create random wallets here. So it will generate the seed and mnemonic, and those two are interchangeable. Doesn't matter which one we use. However, the private key, on the other hand, is derived from the seed using index 0 in this case. So that's another way to use an account, but it depends on what we want to do with it. This seed can generate billions of different private keys, but if we choose to use the private key, we will only have this one and the corresponding address. But let's take the seed here, or it doesn't matter. Let's take the mnemonic instead. And we go to configure wallet. So in this case, we can choose to import a seed or mnemonic. So I will select this one. And in this case, it's the Nano mnemonic. This BIP39 is another type of mnemonic that the Ledger hardware wallet is using. So let's paste it here. And that's the same one, camera tourist. Yes, import. Select the password. And it will create the first account automatically. And this should be the same as we see down here because it's index 0. And yeah, we can generate more accounts here if we want. If we would have imported the private key, we would also have seen this account and only this account. So let's send some Nano over to this one. Just paste the address there. We could use the QR code actually. Let's do that instead. Let's go in here, bring up the QR, and see if my webcam works. Allow one screen. This one. And there we go. We can send. Let's send 0.00000001 and confirm. And we got it in here. So that is sending Nano. We can also receive Nano manually if we don't do it automatically. So let's go through some settings before we move further. It's good to know all the settings here. So the first one is representatives. That is the Nano representative for this account, and that can be changed if you want. It usually gives some advice here and warns if it's a bad representative. Over here we have a good one, and over here is a bad one. And it's not a bad node, but it also says the reason there. It has over 2% voting weight, so that's why it's not recommended, because we want a decentralized Nano network. So let's change that. We can select which account to change for, all accounts or maybe just this one. And then we can select a new representative, and yeah, I don't know why it displays those, but let's take this one, Finland green. We can use whatever we want here. For example, from Nano charts. So we can choose any representative from here, or we could use the ones recommended. I think view recommended. Yeah, okay, here we also have some recommended ones. So if I click here, it will change it. Yeah, so let's update the representative. Now we have a good one here as well. And then we have some app settings. First one here is the fiat currency. So we have some to choose from, and we can switch the mode, night mode or day mode. I'll prefer the night mode. And identicons, that's the one you see over here, the little icon here. So if we select Natrecon instead, that's used in the Natreon app, it will display those instead. And we can also have none of them if we like. Let's use the Nano identicons. We can also choose to lock the wallet after a certain amount of time. We can select how to store the data, the wallet data. So if we select none here, it will erase the wallet every time we close the browser. So that can be desirable sometimes if you want to stay super secure. But in that case, we really must make sure to save the wallet seed so we can import the wallet next time. And proof of work source right now is doing client side using the GPU, and best option, then it will prefer to use the server side as long as it works, and otherwise use the GPU, I think. So the external server in this case is nanos.cc. That's the server used for all interaction. We can select best option, and the receiving method can be automatic. Like we saw, it automatically receive each transaction as they come in. If we select manual instead, we would have to choose which transaction to receive, and we can try that. And the minimum receive amount is threshold, so if we send below this amount, the transactions won't appear. So it can be useful if your account happens to be spammed, for example. So let's save this for now and try this manual receive method. So we can send to this account one more time, like that. So now we can see here we have incoming balance, but it won't receive it. So if we press on it here, or we can press the receive button here, we can see the incoming transaction currently waiting. It says here, ready to receive. So now if we press receive, we will get that one. So that's another way of doing it. And what do we have more here? We have yeah, we have the server settings, so that is the preferred server to use as the backend. It's usually set to random, and it will, yeah, each time you load the wallet, it will select the server, and it will use one of the first 4 here, I believe. Yeah, we have 2 more here, but they are missing some features, so they are not used as randomized servers. So we can use random, it's okay. And we have some stats. So for example, if one server is not performing good, for example, we can compare the block count between them. Maybe the node is behind, lagging behind. We can also see which node version it runs, and yeah, so it's some good stats over here. We can also choose to clear all the work cache. So the work cache in this case is for the proof of work, and we can delete the wallet, and we can delete everything. That includes the address book and yeah, and all the cache settings, the server settings and everything. So that's the settings. Yeah, and then we have manage wallet, so we can change the password if you like, and we can back up the wallet. We can copy the mnemonic or the seed. We can also export as a file. So let's try that. We can yeah, we can save the whole URL, for example, as a bookmark if you like, or as a file. So now it should be a JSON file downloaded here. So if we go to configure new wallet again, or we can actually test this button here, delete wallet data. So now we don't have any wallet. And we create a new wallet, and we select import file. Now we will select file. Let's go to downloads, and yeah, this one. And it's the wallet is encrypted, so we need to remember the password that we used. So type that in, and there we have the wallet. So we have looked at accounts. Yeah, so the account detail view, we can see all the transaction history, and we can also use it as a block explorer. So if we press the block cache, we can see even more information. And each block cache can also be pasted down here. Yeah, it will go to the same page. Let's take, we can take an account from here, for example, paste it here. So it's yeah, it's a fully functional block explorer. And this yeah, so this account here is the Nano drop faucet account. You can see all the transaction happening here. And yeah, so let's add this to the address book. We can select the name here. Let's call that Nano drop, like that. And if we go to the address book now, we can see this has been added. We can also add address book entries by this button. And we will select the name, address, and if we want to track the balance and transactions, we can select that as well. So let's do that for the Nano drop account. We can edit this. and track the balance and track transactions. So by tracking balance, we will see the balance of the account here. So you can use that as a watch-only account. And track transactions means it will display notifications for all transactions happening on that account. So if we can do this. Let's send some Nano to this account like this. I think that should work. Yeah, now we can see here, tracked address Nano drop can now receive Nano. And it also received them, apparently. This could be quite useful if you want to track an exchange, for example, or some other faucet account. We can do that. We can see our transaction here also as well, received. And what's more, we can see the total balance if we are tracking several accounts. We can import export address book. So we can export it as a QR code or a URL or a file. And if we export it as a file, we can put that on a flash drive and import to another computer, for example. And then we would use the import address book button over here. And I wonder if we can import the QR code directly. Let's try that. Because we have a scan QR code. So let's do that. I'm not sure if that works, but let's try it. Yeah, that actually works. So by using the scan QR code feature, we can import a Nano seed, we can import an account to send to, or in this case, the address book. I think we can also scan other QR codes from remote signing feature, for example, that we have under advanced tools here, remote signing. So it's quite a good QR code scanner. So let's import that. Now we should have the address book over here as well. So that's a scan QR code. And under advanced tools, we have the wallet sweeper. So that can take a Nano seed, a BIP39 seed, a private key, or a mnemonic, and sweep all the funds in that and send to a local account in our wallet or a custom destination. But let's try this. So let's send to our first account here. And then we will use the seed of this wallet. And we should have a small amount here that we should be able to sweep. So let's go to settings, manage wallet, back up the seed, we paste that here. And we will search index 0 to 5. In this case, we have 3 different accounts. So let's put from index 0 to 2 here. We can see the index here as well. And yeah, let's try that. Okay, so it looks like it found, finished processing all accounts. Yes, it found all the funds in here. So if I update this now, hit refresh, it should say 0. So I moved all the funds from this wallet over to this wallet. And we should be able to see, yeah, it was 0.00007 before. We can see the new transaction here. So that works as well. The remote signing is another advanced tool. I have another video on that, so I won't go into details, but we can try it. It's not that complicated as it looks. So let's check. Yeah, it says manual. So let me send some Nano to this account again. To address. Okay. So remote signing. Let me think. Yeah, so let me grab this account from here and paste that into step 1 because we want to receive the funds here using remote signing. So we go to this account and we can see the incoming transaction here, but I can't receive it on this wallet because the account belongs to this wallet, but I can do a remote signing. So I will press the sign block here instead. I can also create a send block using the remote signing procedure. But let's do this receive. I'll get this huge QR code here. I can copy this and yeah, so let's say this wallet over here is our offline device on another computer, so we can simulate this. So we can copy the unsigned block and paste it here. That's one way to do it. We can also scan this QR code using the QR code reader. It will result with the same thing. So if I press sign here now, it will so it will use the internal wallet in this case to sign it, because I already have this open, this wallet. I could also use a seed or a private key or multi-signature to sign this transaction. But in this case, this will be working using the eternal wallet. So we will sign this. Okay, we must unlock it. Sign. Now we'll get back the sign block. So we can go back here. So with this sign block, we need to also process it to the network, and we need an online machine to do that. So you can copy the sign block, paste it here, or scan the QR code on this online machine and press process. Boom. And now we go here and we can see this has now been received as a valid transaction on the live network. And if we go to the receive screen now, hit refresh, it should be gone. So we have received this transaction using the remote signing procedure. Maybe it's a bit complicated to show it like this, but yeah, it works, and you can watch this guide over here. It's a full tutorial to do this. And same thing with the multi-signature, that I also done a full user guide that can be found here. So I won't go through this right now, but you have it, and you can test it. Now we have the key pair generated. Yeah, we have looked at that. Generate key pair. the unit converter. So if we put in a nano amount, we'll get a raw amount that is useful in some applications. We can also get the US dollar value fetched from some price API. So one raw would be a lot of zeros. And we also have a QR generator that could be used for anything. It's a nice way to communicate with an offline computer, for example, if we need to send private keys or whatever, or if we want to send information over to a smartphone, could use that. So I think that's pretty much all features. We looked at the settings, manage wallets, and we have configured new wallets in multiple ways. If we want to donate some Nano to the developers of Nault, we could just press this button. We can send over the amount we have here, for example. It's that simple. And we could check out the GitHub or join the Discord server if you have any questions. And then the GitHub repository can be useful if we want to grab the latest desktop release, for example. We hit releases over here and we will find for Linux, Mac, Windows executables. We can just download and run them. Also find some help over here. Also instructions for if you want to help us develop, you can check out here contributing development. Get some help there to get started. And if you find any issues, you can report them here as a new issue. Or you can even make pull requests if you want. If you want to improve Nault and solve issues yourself, you can make pull requests and we can take a look at them. So that's everything, I think. Representatives, balance. Yep, that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.